I'm Tevlev, this is Tin Gaming, and welcome to the Custom Clash Crew Battle, the third and final part of Tin Fest. This is where everyone splits into two teams. This time it's Team Retro versus Team Indie. Each team has picked their 10 best players to compete, and the stages on our stage list were also chosen based around these themes. And I highly recommend you download them because they're very good. If you don't know how crew battles work, let me quickly explain. Even though you're on a team of 10, these are still 1v1 battles. Let's say you lost a fight, your teammate will take your place, and your opponent that you lost to will stay and fight them. They'll also keep their stocks that they had. They do this by SDing at the start. So if they lost 2 stocks, they would SD twice. We'll see which team wins when they defeat all the opposing team's fighters. As per usual, we have a cool cast of commentators. I'll pass it off to them now and let them introduce themselves. Hope you all enjoy, and good luck to the teams.
All right. Hey everyone.
Welcome to the Tin Gaming Custom Clash. Today, the beef is between Team Retro and Team Indie. Two different game genres and time periods coming together, clash it out in our curated selection of high-effort, custom, high-quality stages made by our amazing, immaculate, wonderful Custom Clash or Tin Gaming server representatives, people in the server, if you will. I'm so thankful to have you all here, and we're gonna get things rolling in a little bit.
Team for this Custom Clash is, of course, Retro versus Indie, as you guys who are watching are probably already well aware. We have a lot of custom stages built by both teams, and a lot of competitively viable stages that people will be playing on.
I mean, they're all competitively viable, of course.
Yeah, I meant that people have also made stages and submitted them just as like pieces in order to kind of pay their respects to their favorite
It's all
of
good.
the teams.
I'm very hyped. Very, very hyped.
Luckily, you don't have to choose a character that is aligned with your team name. You know, you don't have to pick an indie character to play as.
Because there wouldn't be any indie characters.
You'd be playing as Sans Undertale, and I mean,
Minecraft.
I don't think Bomberman counts as indie, though it was by a small development company when it came out. You could play as Minecraft Steve.
Yeah. I mean, fair point, fair point. Yeah, Retro has only one. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. That's funny. All right, so let's discuss the stages. Our selection is Mario Circuit, Waterfall, and Golden Settlement for the starters. And for counter picks, we have Hornet Hole, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Time Rift. So, like, let's discuss which ones do you think are going to be, like, the most beneficial? Like, which one do you think is the most dangerous?
Well, I mean, all of them are character specific.
Absolutely.
I personally find the Golden Settlement to be a very interesting and impressive stage in terms of creativity with creating it and building it. Which is Crazy had made these platforms that are able to phase inside and outside of the main platform area. So the entire main platform is a solid that characters can't fall through. The 2 platforms that don't have walls are on rails, and they are able to actually disappear within the main platform through very meticulous stage builder editing.
Well, yeah, that's very good observation. So, what I noticed is time. Oh, and we're already starting. All right.
It's not gonna be Sans.
Watch it. It's gonna be like some pig.
Minecraft Sans.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I called it. I called the creeper pig. Man, I feel like people are getting way too creative with the Mii fighters. That is so cursed. Looking at Waterfall, it's a small stage. It's very tight, like close quarters sort of stuff. How do you think this match is gonna go? Well, Hector's already leading with a very hard, like 71% gap. Banana
Watch is a pretty decent character. I mean, despite he's
Yeah.
very odd and kind of underplayed, to be honest. He's actually pretty well balanced in terms of like offense, defense, and neutral and
You
punish.
say well balanced as he just F smashed him and it's
Well, no, I
all
mean
over.
like, well, yeah, I meant like he doesn't have any like failings, and he's not like overpowered in any one aspect,
But
except for his, of course,
remember,
hammer.
this is a crew battle, of course. So with that in mind, we have to, like, oh my gosh. I believe Hector is representing Team Retro, and Banana is representing Team Indie.
I mean, perfect characters for each.
So this.
The absolute best character for Retro, in my opinion, Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. It's not groovy.
That is not groovy at all. We have lost visual of the match, so
We're flying blind here.
I guess we are, unfortunately. Well, they're still.
Well, as you
moving,
can
they're still
see,
fighting.
As you can see, Game & Watch is fighting against the Lloyd Rocket in the ring. They're both just kind of shooting electricity balls at each other.
Yeah,
on their own.
kind of doing a little zappy zap, Yeah, but is this in the ring right now? Huh. So levers and pulleys. So another thing that I've noticed with the stages are mainly that, like, they're super. I don't know. It's just like there's no middle ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, each one benefits. Like, I've also noticed that, like, these stages. Oh, Hector secured the dub.
Okay, he'll have to tell us whether he lost any stocks or not, because
Those
you need to
stocks
know that.
carry over to the next person. That's how the crew battle works.
Yeah, and he'll need to let us know. Dr. Banana put up a good effort, we think. We hope. We don't know.
Yeah. Did Banana take a stock off of
to see.
Hector? I don't think he did.
I think it was brave of him just to choose that character.
Hector, are you Team Retro? All right. Team Retro starting out with a commanding lead. Yep. So Team Retro won that match. But here's the thing: Hector will now be continuing the match with 2 stocks. He lost 1 stock against Banana.
You only lost 1 stocky stock.
Stocky stock. Absolutely, you already know. So now we're going to see how the next match plays out. Hopefully we don't get kicked from spectating, because that's just unfortunate. But now...
Well, yeah, it could be as simple as maybe just Dr. Banana had a slower connection. No, then he would have kicked out.
I wouldn't blame Wi-Fi on this one, because we do lag tests.
Sorry.
It's all good.
But yeah, a lot of these stages, I think in this and kind of have been a part of the group for a while. You can probably also like contribute to this opinion, but as these crew battles have gone on, each successive one has just an insanely higher quality stages. As you go further and further, you notice that there's more rampant use of buckets in the background and neat tricks that help to make something look very aesthetically pleasing. And I think people are just getting a lot better in general at using these tricks and minimizing stage weight. I mean, look at Mario Circuit. How many separate objects do you think there are for those different colored stripes
Yeah,
along the racetrack?
it adds like
Piranha
depth
Plant.
and stuff. A really cool thing. I feel like Time Rift is going to be very, very uncomfortable for like close-up fighters. Like, let's say that match that we saw previously. What if that was on Time Rift? Like, that would have just been really. Well, I mean,
You know, the platforms overhead might have helped you fighter against Game & Watch's bomb approaches. So Game & Watch would have had a harder time approaching from above.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure though. Kind of hard to gauge, especially because each person has a different play style with each character.
Absolutely.
But as far as I could see from that like 20-second preview, I think that it would have maybe been would have been a little bit more of those hurdle back air approaches instead.
It was a sneak peek of the crew battle.
Yeah.
If you will.
Sorry, Banana.
It just kind of happens, you know.
You okay?
You alright, Jeff?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for a second it was just really like cutting you
Muffled.
out every syllable.
Okay.
So, like, one thing that's interesting is that, do you guys know what game Golden Settlement is from?
Yeah, that's supposed to be from that new game, Bug Fable.
Bug
Fables.
Fable. Haven't heard of it. Alright, Hector is now going to ban
Haven't played it
2
or
of the
watched it.
stages.
Hornet Hole from... What is that, from Conker's Fur Day, or what?
It's from Donkey Kong. I believe it's Donkey Kong 2 or 1. I don't know.
I had a feeling it was something rare-like, because...
No,
I mean,
yeah.
not Banjo-Kazooie, but I had a feeling that it was something rare-like. I just couldn't, like, place it.
Yeah.
I see the barrel now. Okay. And Time Rift, of course, from Hand Time.
Okay. I would have participated if I didn't have Joy-Con Drift. Also, I would have uploaded my stages, but I don't have the membership. I'm sorry, Grace. Be sure to the Discord. We can teach you how to upload those if you want to like make like competitively viable stuff. Yeah. The Discord is pretty great, not gonna lie. And we're going into the next match. So Zobi is part of Team Indy, and Hector has to SD.
Hey, the Hornet stage.
Hector has to self-destruct. So now they are playing on Hornet Hole. At first, I didn't think this was a competitive stage.
But I guess the platform jump heights are viable.
Yes, and the slant has made interesting kills. I've discovered.
Is it because it changes the direction from
Yeah, the
knockbacks on
angle.
down smashes and stuff?
Yeah, the angle switches. So like, you gotta keep that in mind for like.
I could imagine on the left side it probably gives you a very low angle, but if you get fired off on the right side, you could get launched very high instead.
No,
of
yeah,
that smash.
it kills kind of early.
Oh man!
What? It happened again, chat. This is unfortunate.
There must be something wrong with the connection. This is
Yeah.
This is just unfortunate error in preparation. Something must be going on.
Well, let's hope Zovi can snag one for Team Indy. as of right now. What team are you rooting for? Our commentary is unbiased, but what are you rooting for?
Hope everyone wins.
No, not for real though.
Let's see. Well, I kind of like underdog stories, so of course I really would like to see Team Indy do well.
Yeah,
But-
I feel like if chat doesn't know, another part of the custom clash is we have like stage builder contests where you submit a high effort custom quality stage, and you submit it, and people judge the stage on like, does it work, does it look good, is it creative, just like everything about it, and then like you can get scores, and like the highest that highest I don't know, I'm repeating myself, but the highest score wins, and you can like earn points for Team Indie or Retro depending on what team you're on. There was also a art contest.
Absolutely. Art contest is also pretty fun. If you guys have fun drawing character art, whether it's like just a scene from a game or maybe original idea like Sonic and Kirby fighting over nachos or whatever, and you guys
I think
totally just submit something
wasn't
that
that
had something
an
like
entry?
that.
Wasn't that an
Yeah,
entry?
I think they had Pikachu versus Sonic
Yeah.
or other attorneys. I was just offering an arbitrary
Yeah.
example.
I'm just trying to see if it's connected to this mic or that mic,
Yeah, Jem, it's
Is it connected?
we've lost
I'm not sure.
we have the odds stacked against us.
Oh, yeah, they can hear me.
There's
Let's-
Chad is reacting to. I think I started something by using the word underdog. I just want to clarify. I like underdog stories, and indie developers are underdogs against corporations.
Well,
But
I mean,
in this tournament, Team Indie actually has a vastly, larger number of people on its team than Team Retro. The people who voted to be on Team Indie do have the numbers, so it's not really as much of a underdog story for Team Indie actually.
let's look at the let's look at like who's our lineup, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at that.
Let's see our team members. So of course on the crew battle, it's just going to be this 10v10. We're not going to unbalance it and put 20 people on one side and 7 on another.
No, we wouldn't do that. Let's look at the characters that they're using. Oh, our next match is starting right back up. Zobi snagged the dub for Team Indie. We love to see it. Nice job.
Congrats,
So-
Toby.
All right. So Zobi is now the king of the ring. Let's hope he can knock another one out so Team Indie can sing, and we can all do our thing.
That rhymed.
It did. I'm pretty good at rhyming.
So as far as my personal opinion goes, I don't
Yeah.
really have any stakes in this. I mean, I like retro games and I like indie developers, and I think I personally want to be an indie developer. But I grew up with retro games, and I love games like Donkey Kong 64 and Super Smash Brothers that I grew up with playing over and over and over and over again to the death.
So
And-
that's what made you do retro.
I actually didn't vote on either team. I have not sided because I don't want to be contributing to either side winning or losing. I actually am very interested in seeing how this plays out because I want it to be a close fight because I love both. I mean, Undertale, Minecraft, you get some very great games out of individual developers, and you get some awesome games out of Team Retro too. I mean, Metroid and Metroidvania style games, a lot of them are made
Absolutely.
by retro developers. There's some
Very,
indie
very
developers
good
that
stuff.
also make their own. What'd you say?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Hmm.
So so looking at, oh my gosh, Team Indy has 2 Pac-Mans.
Oh man,
That's
I mean
gonna
that
be,
because that's like one of the most retro gaming icons there is.
yeah. That's not only do we always have a lot of Pac-Mans in our tourneys as a whole. Oh, Hector is crossed out.
Yeah,
Banana is crossed out.
oh, 9v9. Zovi, I'm not sure how many lives he was left with at the end of that match. Anybody hear it in the chat yet? I missed it, if he already mentioned it.
Mentioned what?
How many lives did Zovi have when he won? Does he have to...
Yeah. What is the score right now?
is it completely even, or did he maybe lose a life?
So
Zovi only has one stock. Okay.
Okay.
So okay,
It's
so
8 to
he's
9.
hoping to catch up. They're still at a little bit of a disadvantage, but he took out 2 stocks before losing 2 stocks, and that's not bad.
He still came out of there. Rack, you have betrayed me. No, I haven't betrayed you. What are you talking about?
Only one person is playing as Steve.
Yeah, the way they announce Steve just makes me laugh all the time.
I love that. I love that Tim actually put that like clip of American Dad in.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't join Retro. I joined Team Indie.
Well, I mean, even your Nuzlocke run that everybody's watching is technically an indie game because it's made by a fan.
It's indie. I do a Pokemon Nuzlocke thing on my server. That's very fun. But yeah, it's technically an indie game, but based off of a retro platform. I'm very excited to see Golden Settlement, though.
Yeah, it has that interesting trick I was talking about that I'm really impressed with getting to work.
Yeah. Going to be very interesting.
Actually, personally, in terms of what do you call it?
Yeah.
Games, you know, in the way that they're done, I like games like Paper Mario and this game Bug Fables, where you have, you know, a lot of platforming in the source game, as well as RPG elements. I think that games that, you know, don't just stick to exactly one like avenue tend to have like more interesting experience. Oh, are we getting a new?
I believe we're starting up.
Yeah, I thought I heard that, right? Yeah, there we are. I could hear the character select sound effect.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Steve is on Team Retro. That's funny. Oh, come on.
Dude.
I mean, this is
really sorry about this, viewers who are watching. This is leading to be full of issues at the moment. Maybe if a 4th person, the invisible crew battle. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, this doesn't happen a lot. It said maybe if a mod jumps in or 4th person. Yeah. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
I think if a mod jumps in and just does the... Wait. Zovi loses... Can they still hear us?
Stream ended.
Can they still hear us?
Not sure. And we're back.
Okay, yeah, they can hear us.
Awesome, yeah. Awesome. So, as of right now, I'm going to switch my mic because my device is about to die, so we're gonna go switch that.
Nice.
So, try to entertain chat.
Alright. Well, for you guys who have been quote unquote watching, I'm sure this is kind of frustrating. So I'm not sure exactly where we're at, but it's been pretty fun at least discussing everything. The stages look pretty neat. I'm not sure what to expect from each team. Let's see. So, Zovi knocked out. Did we miss Zovi getting knocked out at the end? Because I saw Ace still in the ring before we cut stream, but I'm not sure if he's still in. I guess we'll find out in a sec. Well, chat, what do you guys think about game genres? Not necessarily, where they came from, Team Retro, Team Indie, but what kind of game genres do you guys like to see, on different platforms? On Nintendo, do you guys like to see those RPG games like Xenoblade, or do you guys like to see games more like Pokemon on handhelds, where it's mostly just, I mean, for lack of a better word, the fighting is more like a visual novel. Party games make the best stages. True, true. I remember that somebody made a Simon Says Toad minigame custom stage. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I like fighting games, and 3D platformers are really fun, especially when they have interesting mechanics. I Like I said earlier, I grew up with games like Donkey Kong 64. It was actually one of my first video games ever. And because that specific game has a lot of collecting items, I came back to it for many years. Ocarina of Time also had a lot to explore. I think that Nintendo 64 started out very strong with a lot of their 3D games being revisitable because of how wide and open they made the worlds. At least with certain games that did very well, you know why they did very well. I like fighters, but I'm not good at racers, but I'm more of a fan of almost anything. Respect that. I like racing games, fighting games. It really just depends on how it's executed, I guess. Nintendo tends to do pretty well with party games that aren't too competitive, like Mario Kart and Mario Party. Super Smash Brothers, of course, is one of the games that kind of gets a little bit more competitive, depending on which game you're talking about. I'm not one of the people who believes that Melee is without flaws, though. Personally, oh, we're back. Let's see, we got Steve and Zovi. Okay, so we're getting a rerun. Alright. So Zovi was at 1 life when he won against oh man, who was he beat? Forgot. Alright, now we got 1v3. Zovi's doing pretty well, keeping himself from getting too damaged. Oh no. And dude, those Steve combos are looking nasty. Avoiding that ground card is actually way tough, especially because of that hitbox. Can't even block it with a projectile. Nice. Oh no! Wow. Were you able to air dodge out of the glide? I didn't know that. He's almost got his dime. Oh, he had to let go early. Oh, what? It was a really janky clink. Good game, Ace. Stan. Alright. All right, good game. So now we got Ace, and I don't know who's gonna be next. But yeah, he did that without losing any stocks, right? I didn't misremember. So I guess we're to.
Hey, Just Dude, can you hear me? Just Dude, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. Well, since Rack went to go wherever he went to do, I'm gonna cover for him right now. Yeah.
All right.
Alright,
Welcome.
so what just happened? Well, Ace beat Zoe by how much? Did he lose any stocks or what happened?
I didn't see Ace lose any stocks.
Oh wow, so it was that's what you
Yeah,
want in
so-
crew battles. That's what you want in crew battles. Just keep the stocks and keep it going.
So it's 27-24 now, on the side of Team Retro versus Team Indie. Team Retro is winning.
All right, that's good for them. They have a whole person ahead basically, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Crew battles is so fun
That-
because
Yeah,
they
that
could
puts
be
the
like
pressure
this
on
and
them.
then it'll just yeah.
Sorry.
But
Let's see. He's still got to play as Steve. What stage do you think you would recommend for him? Because Hornet Hole, for instance, might be a little bit of an issue for the minecart thing. I'm not sure how that would
Right.
affect it though.
and the blocks. Honestly, I see
Yeah.
that, but like
Ooh.
if he gets like a little bit to the side of the slant, puts blocks, and then starts mining, like they have to go over the platform or through the block. So he's like, he can camp pretty like for his materials pretty easily on that stage.
Also, Golden Settlement, now that I think about it, because those platforms coming up and down are probably going to break the block. It means that he can't put a
Yeah.
minecart over there. I mean, I
Yeah.
doubt that he'd need to put a minecart or a block in that area, though. It's kind of situational, you know? Let's see which stages have the least platforms that he'd need to jump over.
You know what?
Because
Thinking about it, I think the Mario Bros 3 stage would be good for Steve because Steve likes to place the blocks in front of the platform, so they have to jump on the platform or through the blocks. And there's 4 of those, so he could just
Yeah.
set up basically almost anywhere.
True.
Wow.
True. That could be good.
So
Oh, we're
what
not
stages
on-
have we seen so far?
Let's see. We have seen Waterfall and Hornet Hole, and we just now saw. Oh man, I'm forgetting whether there was actually any different stages yet. I think it was just those
Mar-
ones.
Oh wow, okay. Who fought on Hornet
mean-
Hole? I really like that stage. I really
I
like that.
mean, we barely saw it though.
Oh
like,
man.
3
Oh
seconds
yeah.
of it.
That's
I
unfortunate.
like that
Yeah.
stage too. It's actually very well made. It looks very neat.
I know. Yes.
Creative.
There's aspect everywhere. I love looking at it. All these stages, honestly, in the stage list are just so pretty. They look great.
There are some stages that, just didn't quite make the cut that these 6 did, but were still very good.
Right. Yeah.
Stage builders this era, I'll call it, are definitely very talented. So, let's see. We haven't seen Time Rift. I've not seen Super Mario Brothers 3, I don't think. And I can't remember whether we've seen your Mario Kart Circuit stage yet, because
Right. Have we seen
Hey.
Golden Settlement yet? Golden Settlement?
no, I don't think so. I think the first stage that we played on was Waterfall, and we just saw Waterfall again now. So I think that
Okay.
it was Waterfall, Hornet Hole, Waterfall. But I could
Right.
be-
I want to see Golden
Mhm.
Settlement in action because that stage is like you said earlier. It uses a trick and everything. It's interesting, really interesting.
Yeah, if we can find out that that actually works without lagging the game, and it doesn't break any characters in intense gameplay, and it doesn't plank anyone off trajectory when they're getting hit, anything like that, then it would be really neat to see that we can actually use this trick in more stages. This is the first time I think that recording a competitive event using tricks like this. Okay, so Mario Kart Circuit, Golden Settlement, Mario Brothers
All right.
3 and Time Rift have not been selected. Yeah. So first stage that we got was Waterfall with Dr. Banana versus oh man, now I'm forgetting. Then second stage was Hornet Hole versus that winner, Hector and Zoe.
Right. So now we're just waiting for Indy's counterpick, right?
Yeah, I believe so, because now Team Indy, I mean, both team members are going to have 3 legs this time, because I believe that Zoe was able to make it without losing any. Let's see.
I think the smart thing for Indy to do right now would be to choose a rushdown character, like say me Brawler, or I'm not sure, like Captain Falcon, and then go to the stage that's flat, maybe Golden Settlement or Time Rift, so they can kind of like rush down Steve, you know, because all the other stages like he could like probably easily just like maneuver around them, but they'll need a flat stage and a rushdown character if they really want to like knock out Steve and run with it.
Yeah, because to knock out Steve, either you need to be able to hit them hard enough that his ability to camp off stage isn't going to come into play, or you need to be able to like puppy guard better than he can.
Right, yeah, and the block placing is actually like it's a pretty big buff on custom stages. I don't think it's broken by any means because he's gonna need to get down eventually, and you could just punk him when he's down. But it is a pretty big buff because being able to place blocks
control
like
the pace very easily.
right, yeah. Perfectly said.
So I think on a stage like Super Mario Brothers 3, you have an easier time because everything is very flat, everything is very horizontally aligned, work for everything that he needs.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Mario Circuit, I'm not sure if maybe one of those platforms or maybe even all 3 might be off by 1 unit. Maybe
Yeah,
that would
maybe,
make it so that they're not able to be placed correctly. I'm not sure. Actually, Waterfall looks like it might be a little bit higher than Mario Circuit. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. How does Villager fare against him? Because Minecraft Steve is also very good at going in deep and blocking. But against
Right.
someone like Villager, who has a very controlled recovery, I think that maybe they can maneuver around that.
Maybe. I'm thinking that matchup becomes really hard because Villager could just zone them out with their forwarder and backer really easily because it has much more disjointed range than any of Steve's moves.
True. I still have to see. I forget which characters haven't been picked yet on Team Indy, but I know that we still have at least 2 Pac-Men to see.
Oh yes, that's gonna be fun.
Pac-Man versus Minecraft Steve. I wonder how that would fare. Oh, I just heard the character select thing.
Ooh, awesome.
Alright.
We're starting. Oh, there's a
Speak
Pac-Man.
of the devil. Okay,
It was
0
Rotor.
versus 6.
Yeah,
That's right. So Zoe, Hector, and Dr. Banana were the first 3 to play.
Oh no.
That was
Someone
they
chose
accidentally
random and
picked
left the stage on. That's funny. I'm assuming the arena rules have this stage on accidentally. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they took out that little beef thing that he did before. Remember how?
Yeah, that's funny.
I like that
I didn't
Tim almost preemptively decided to censor it just in case.
Like it wasn't even a big thing, but like they're like, oh, the fact that this can be seen, bad, we're gonna remove it.
I mean, they literally just had to make it so that the meat, when he puts his hand down, was showing up from the right side of his
Yeah.
body instead of the center.
Exactly.
Instead, they were like, nah, just erase the meat. That was his last.
Erase the meat. Oh no. This arena music is such a bomb. I
Meatus
like it a lot.
deletus. Alright.
Done.
So they're picking their
That's
stages
fine.
now. I guess they each get to counter pick as well.
No. Only the ace will
Yeah.
get two bans.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only Ace
And-
gets to counter pick 1 or 2 stages, and then
Yeah.
uh,
Zero will choose.
and I'm
to
already
skip
forgetting
all the
who
way.
Ace is against. Uh,
He's against Zero. Yeah.
Zero. He's against Zero,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Yeah, I wonder how that matchup's gonna play. I haven't really seen any. I don't think I've seen any Pac versus Steve, so that'll be really interesting.
Prior to Steve getting put into the game, Pac-Man had been dominating the trap game, meta. He's been the best character at trapping and being able to punish when characters too hastily rush in to close the distance, because he still does have very reliable up close game attacks. His grabs, for instance, last a while, so he's able to catch people very easily. He's able to actually land solid smash attacks. So he's definitely a character that had very good control over neutral gameplay before. Now with Steve, who has a very different approach, but still kind of similar. I mean, he's somewhat between what Pac-Man and Duck Dog are in terms of trap game and neutral gameplay.
Yeah, and being so oppressive with other tools. Like I personally, when I play Steve, I like to just throw out throw out the command grabs because they're just so they gotta dodge it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of similar to Duck Hunt's cans, how he just flicks them out.
Time Rift is from A Hat in Time, right?
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna finally start. Let's see what we're gonna. I wonder what stage is
Fortnite is an indie game, isn't it?
What would you say?
Fortnite is an indie game, isn't it?
Time Rift, yeah.
Fortnite, I said.
Oh, Fortnite, yeah. Wait, no, it's not. It's by Epic Games, and they're not indie.
Okay, well, thank God they're not indie or retro. Thank God.
Okay, so we went to this is the first time seeing Mario Circuit.
Yep, this is the first time. This is your stage, so
Right.
maybe after the game is over, you can tell us a little bit about it. But keep
Yeah.
notes in your head in case if you want to talk about any particular platforms or something.
Yeah, this stage is very much like Town and City, in the fact that it's big and it has platforms everywhere. I mean not everywhere, but the
Okay.
platform alignment is in similar spots.
Yeah, it looks like on the top platform, that top platform is lined up with the exact grid line of where you'd be doing the block placement. Earlier, I just saw him place a block, and it was inside of the platform, meaning that he can place it right on top. Oh, that's a good idea. When you use your anvil, you can start your charged smash attack while you're still in the air falling down. I wouldn't have thought of that. Oh no. Just barely missed his ledge. Oh, magnet hands for this tiny stubbed wrist character. I just upgrade to diamond now, dude. Oh.
Watching Steve fight is so interesting because he could be losing the first stock and second stock, but then he pulls out diamond and his comeback factor is literally like Arsene. It's crazy.
Plus, he could even save the diamond for his next stock if he's at high damage.
Exactly what Ace did, right? So yeah.
Now he's got that diamond ready. He's at about 47%. I think he wants to get Pac-Man out of the way first, though. I think he's waiting until he loses a life, so that he has a full stock from 0% on with the diamond. Why am I watching on YouTube?
Oh, we got kicked
They're sticking
out.
a
Oh
switch to
no.
Discord to be like, I should be talking about this on live. Ah, man. I was watching chat and I forgot that I could watch it a couple of seconds ahead of time. Look at this. I wanted to see the diamond gear. Sad pog. Sog. I wish they would include quality of life updates for arena battles, like being able to join a spectator stand mid-game, maybe like with a slightly laggy loading time, and then it'll catch up. Also, being able to change your character or stage without leaving the arena. Are you there?
Student?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Here you are. Oh no. Yeah, that's so sad that the arena closed. That's so sad. Not closed, but we can't see the match anymore. I wonder who's gonna win. That was literally like basically tied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, everything's some people were saying that it's because of Nintendo's having their tournament right now, or their tournament right now. Is that like true? Oh, who won? Who won? The
It
winner
looks like
is...
Pac-Man won. So that's
Oh,
Team
sweet.
D.
I wonder
I'm
how
not
much he
sure.
won by.
Yeah, because last we saw, I think Pac-Man was at 2 lives, but he may have lost a life before picking out Ace.
Right. Yeah, they were both at 2 stocks, so it's like, yeah, it could have gone either way. That's...
Alright,
They're gonna
so
tell us right
can you want to
now.
tell us about the stage, though?
Oh yeah, honestly just inspired by Town and City, but like I wanted to make it more like a not smaller version, like how would you say? How would you call it? Like more neutral.
Or
Yeah, like
intimate.
more. Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. I can kind of see that.
It's
Do
kind of
you
like
have any...
it's a hybrid of huh?
Okay, no, go ahead.
It's a hybrid. It's more like rather than just Town and City. It's like Town and City mixed with Kalos, as it has like the side platforms on the side, and they're just kind of sitting there at the same height of Kalos's. And it has the middle platform that just say there's like the big one in Town
I
and
like
City.
it a lot. It's definitely a neat idea. It reminds me of the Mario Circuit stage from Brawl, I think, where the Shy Guys are racing around the course and they come high.
Oh yeah, that one's cool. I like that stage.
Like the layout kind of reminds me of that same like pattern, you know. You can see the
Oh
street
yeah.
and it's going with that kind of arch curve of the semi-solids. It definitely reminds me of that, and that definitely leans into the Mario Kart, you know, nostalgia. Not
Okay,
necessarily
so
nostalgia.
apparently Zero Order had 2 stocks at the end of that. So
Oh,
that
alright,
means
good
that
for them.
I
So-
think that means that they're
starting to catch back up then, yeah.
Yeah,
That means
yeah.
that it's 24 to 23.
26? Oh, 20. Oh, 1 stock behind?
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause,
maybe.
yeah, he's Team Indy. And if he only lost 1 stock, that means that he's at 23 stocks
I
for
think-
his team. And now that he's beat Ace, Team Retro is at 24 stocks.
Oh.
Maybe I should write this down. But I don't want to.
Yeah, keep a tally.
Ace, you did great. Don't even worry about it. Don't sweat it. You did a great job so far.
Are you sure India isn't behind by 3 stocks? Or 2 stocks? Because
Let's see. If Zero had 2 stocks left, and he's only
Uh-huh.
behind by 1 stock, because the person that he's going to be
but
facing has.
wait, but no, they're behind by 4 or 2 stocks because
They
when
were
when
behind
that
by 1
started,
whole player. Remember?
oh,
They
okay,
would have
yeah, yeah.
had to get a 3 stock
Oh,
to be completely caught up, but they lost 1 life, so instead they're down by 1 life left. They're only down by 1
oh,
life.
I see what you mean now. Okay, okay, yeah. I don't know why it's so simple, but it's so confusing.
Oh, same stage.
Who do
Did
we
they
have
pick
here?
this?
I
Pikachu
guess so.
Love.
They ran it back to the same stage.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I know. Pikachu wants the stage because it's flat, so he can Patui doesn't get ruled out
This is
completely.
very open platforms. They're not like, stuck too close together. So he's actually able to get his angled down B from above as well.
Oh.
Oh, Zero forgot to give himself the first SD at the beginning.
Yeah, he did, but it seems like they're both playing on it, and that's, I mean, if they both play on it, then that kind of just changes the whole thing. That they keep going. Well, it seems that it didn't matter because Pikachu's still kind of just taking this.
Well, you never
Ooh.
know though. I mean, stay
Yeah, you're
loose,
right.
for instance, even if he didn't get that much damage, if
Yeah.
he landed a lot of hits, you never know.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good. That frame trap was nice, with the poison cloud over the ledge to get the up
Yeah.
smash. Okay, so
Watch on
if
Discord.
so they were 1 stock behind, but if Pikachu wins this without losing any stocks, then Retro is 3 stocks ahead again, right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, how interesting. It's kind of like a taking turns kind of thing, like up down because counter picks and whatnot, huh?
Yeah, it is kind of hard because it's like you do pick a character
Ooh.
and stage to try to get a better advantage over
Okay,
your. I mean, everybody picked their characters beforehand, but you can choose who to send out based on
right, yeah.
the.
It seems that Zero is taking stock. That's great for their team, so they're not gonna be 3 stocks behind. No, Zero wants to at least take out 1 more stock, ideally, so they could be 1 stock behind in Team Indy rather than 2.
Yeah, at least kind of try to turn it around.
Right, and Pikachu would just want to like close this off so he can
But again, Pac-Man
keep
is
Indy in the or Retro League.
Pac-Man is
Pac-Man is what?
definitely not a character that you can just count out just because he's got not quite the life lead.
Oh right, yeah, and Pac-Man forward smash with Rage is insane. So
Ooh,
Oh, is that gonna do it?
is that
Or are we gonna?
kill?
Did the game just? Did it? Oh my gosh! Is it gonna kick us out right before it ends? That's too funny. No way.
If one of them disconnected right there.
Oh, it disconnected right then. Oh my goodness.
One of them
this is-
disconnected.
Oh, well, I mean that was a kill. I'm pretty sure. So, thank goodness it's the very end of the match. What? That was weird. It did. None of them disconnected. They just like canceled out of the match. That is weird. Well, at least we got to watch the fight. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, finally we got to watch the match. Dun, 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 dun.
Pikachu Love, good job. Is Pikachu Love going by a different name on Discord though? You can hear us, right? That broke it. Ace, sorry that you couldn't get the lucky crash. Alright, good to hear. Let's see.
Hey, Justin, can you hear me?
There
Okay.
you are.
Okay. That's so unfortunate that the match stopped because I don't think it's Tev's fault. Pikachu's or Zero's. It's just the Nintendo servers acting up because they're
That-
weak. That's so
I
sad.
hadn't considered. I hadn't considered what you mentioned earlier about the Nintendo event going on, but that definitely could be a good explanation.
Right, yeah. It's so unfortunate, like, come on, Nintendo. $1 billion company and you're over here with horrible servers on your #1 game. Come on now. Dun 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 dun. This song is so good. I'm just rambling now. But like this song, I like it a lot. Dun. The, was Hops sent in? Mother Hops, but were they sent in? Let's see.
I haven't seen yet. One sec.
Don't. It seems that. Never mind. We're on the stage list. I'm so happy that we made a point for